It's like two things going on right now. One part of me is like, why are you freaking making this video? And then the other half of me is like, girl, whatever, you gotta make this video so you can stop feeling like this, so you can stop letting this feeling cause you to slow down your content creation. So let's talk about it. Before I make this video, I want to tell you my intention. My intention is to let you know my intention. I was already doing hair at my mama's house. Well, that's where I was living. In my mind, I didn't picture any of the negative stuff. I didn't know anything about any of the negative stuff. And by negative stuff, I mean like clients being mean or any of that. Didn't know none of that stuff. So I went to cosmetology school like, oh my goodness, I got a pocket full of sunshine. I'm about to go here and I'm about to learn how to do hair and stuff. I'm sorry, I need to put my glasses on. Once I got on the floor, after they taught me the science, once I got on the floor, if there was anybody that came in that was black, they gave them to the black girls, to the point that I had to be like, no, I am not at cosmetology school just to do the black girls, right? So that was my comfort zone. And over the years, the passion just kept growing and growing. You guys, this is not a video to rant. This is a video sharing with you my passions, and this is the way that I express myself. I want you guys to see a review straight from somebody who has been in my 7-day challenge for the last 2 years. Take it from her. This is my passion, okay, y'all? She says, I just want to share my testimony from following Cyn for the last 2 years. The third photo was taken on December 26, 2021. The first 2 photos are my hair today. Listen, if you're doubting Cyn, then continue to do what works for you. But I'm here to tell you, ever since I stopped listening to Team Natural and started following the science, my hair has never been better. This is the healthiest my hair has been in years, literally years. Thank you, Cyn, for teaching us how to care for our hair. I honestly can't believe how good my hair looks and feels. You guys, when I'm making these videos, this is what I am trying to accomplish for all of you, because it is so easy. And to be constantly having these one-on-one consultations with women and getting them out of these patterns and seeing these results, this is what I'm trying to get all of you to. So when you hear the intensity of my voice, yes, what you're actually hearing is frustration, because it's like y'all are walking around looking for the phone with the phone up to your ear. I'm just trying to give you the tools to get these results. You don't have to take my word for it, all right? This is somebody who's been doing my 7-day challenge for 2 years. You can sign up now yourself. The link is in the description box below, or binge watch all of my videos. I don't know, but she did the 7-day challenge. This is a conversation from within the 7-day challenges group. So y'all, like, here's the proof. I don't know. And in cosmetology school, they don't teach you how to deal with clients, at least the one I went to. The ones that's out now in the 2022, I hope they've changed. But when I was going to cosmetology school, they were not teaching you how to deal with unruly clients. They weren't teaching you how to deal with clients at all. All they taught me at the cosmetology school I went to, as it pertains to doing hair, is to go to a commission-based salon. So they were trying to get all of us to go to JCPenney's was the one. JCPenney's and Hot Box Salon was where they was trying to get us to go, and I was like, no. So everything that I literally learned on my own. Like, I got out of cosmetology school. When I got out of cosmetology school, the person who was there that you thought was going to be helping guide you all while you was done, no, boo-boo, you get your license, and they be like, all right, bye, here's your state board day. They help you get your kit together, and that is it. Okay. So anywho, go take my state board exam. And after I take my state board exam, the church I was going to at the time, they shout out to Remnant Ministries. Well, no, I'm gonna take that part out because no shout out to them. But yeah, I learned how to deal with clients, how to deal with nasty women, nasty attitudes when I was in those situations. Not to mention, I came in the hair industry. I got my license when I was 19. So I'm a 19-year-old girl in the shop. I'm the youngest person there. Youngest person there. Like, the closest person to my age is in their late 30s, early 40s, right? So I'm the young girl. So at first I was super soft, right? Super soft. Like, I have 3 siblings, a set of twin sisters that I have no relationship with at all, and then my brother, who I haven't seen since I was 10. You know, I saw him at my dad's funeral, but since then, no. Oh, at his wedding I saw him, not at my wedding, but then saw him at my dad's funeral, and then that's it. So it was just me in the house with my parents. So I didn't have to deal with all of the nasty disrespectfulness. And then if I did, growing up in the D, if somebody said something out the way, I would just punch them. So like, that's how I dealt with stuff, right? That's how my mental was. But obviously, once I got into the hair industry, I had to learn on my own, because there was nobody to teach me how to figure it out. So I had to learn on my own how to get tougher skin, because women would run all over me, like especially older women. I remember it was one time, it was a client, I had her for years and she was super cool, and one day she didn't have enough money or something, so I let her slide, and after that it was like downhill from there. And I remember one day, like, she would do it all the time. Like, I would do her hair, and let's say she owed me $40, she'd be like, oh, I only got 20 this time. And then after a long period of time, I had to get like tougher skin and be like, hey, no, stop, you can't do this. And it literally happened when she wrote me a check. She wrote me a check. Yes, it happened. She wrote me a check, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I took the check. At this point, I'm like 21, because my daughter was born. And she, at this point, I've been doing her hair since I got out of cosmetology school. So I'm like, and she hands me a check like, oh, can you cash it on Thursday? Can you cash it on Thursday? It was Friday, and she asked me to cash the check on I'm like, okay. So at that point, I had to start getting tougher skin. So the skin that you see now in videos has came from like years and years and years and years and years of learning how to put my foot down. And I used to be a lot more aggressive than I am now, because the to put your foot down, you have to be combative in a way, you know, because especially if you're younger or whatever, like, women will try to run all over you. So you'll learn over the years to get tougher and tougher skin, so you can keep doing the job that you love. Because we love to say certain things like, oh, don't let one bad apple spoil it. But it's like, I don't know why it's that way, but you really can have like 100 good apples, and 5 bad apples will make you want to throw the whole bag away. I don't know why it's like that, but sometimes that's really how it makes me feel, how it made me feel. You know, so anyway, over the years, I got over that, right? I got over that, past that. I evolved. I learned how to go from being super defensive, like, all the time, to just like, no, like, we're not going to do that. No, sorry. And over the years, I learned how to throw away the parts that of the parts of the personality that I had developed that I didn't like. I learned how to throw those parts away, and then I learned how to keep the parts of that personality that served me. Okay? And I don't think that my personality doesn't serve me. And when I make videos, sometimes I'll get the comment like, oh, you're really condescending. So I'm like, I know what the word condescending means, but I'm like, maybe I don't know what the word condescending means 100%. Maybe I am condescending. And if I am, then I have absolutely no problem correcting that part of myself, because I am in this stage of my life where I'm in complete and total self-mastery. So if there is something about myself that makes people feel a way, that makes people uncomfortable, and the essence of it, the intention of it is wrong, then okay. So condescending, having or showing a feeling of patronizing or superiority. She thought the teachers were arrogant and condescending. So pay attention to that sentence. The sentence says she thought. At the end of the day, it's all a matter of perception. I love y'all so much. A lot of y'all would say, oh, don't pay attention to the few bad apples, but you guys have no idea how many bad apples there are, because I make sure that one of the main things that I do is making sure you guys never see them. So you have no idea how many of them there are. Okay, please understand that. Somebody's condescending. They think they know more. They think they're arrogant. I have a question, right? If we all went, let's say a whole bunch of us, nobody has a PhD, nobody's a doctor or anything, right? And we go and we have go to a lecture, and which I've been to multiple ones. So I'm using an example of a situation I've actually been in, and nobody there knows anything. And the doctor is teaching about cancer and how a certain form of cancer is caused by a certain type of diet that the majority of the population has, right? Everything that comes out of the doctor's mouth is most likely gonna be against, or make you feel a way, is going to be against what you normally believe, is going to be against what you think, because you haven't studied this line of information that this doctor has. Like, even for myself, I would have to be like, all right, I would have to say, okay, let me be quiet and listen, because there's only so far in the human body I've went. Just like as with me as a cosmetologist and a scientist and like the other things that I hold. And the reason that I don't share exactly what titles or what degrees or certifications I hold is because I like to keep my personal business private, because I just do. There's a certain line I don't cross when we get to the level of information where you would have to get it from a dermatologist. I back up and I actually refer my clients to dermatologists, because there is a certain order, right? So when I make a video online, if you feel that I know that I'm acting like I know more than you because I say, no matter what you say, you're wrong. Your body has a sebaceous gland, and that sebaceous gland is there to produce sebum. So if you are putting oil on your scalp and you're greasing your scalp, you're blocking that gland, and you are causing different infections and blockages within the follicle. Black women, do not grease your scalp. That is not me being condescending. That's giving me information that you don't necessarily have, and it makes you uncomfortable. It makes your spirit uncomfortable, because it's going against everything that you've been taught. It's going against everything that you believe. This is something that you've been doing since you were a little girl, so it makes you uncomfortable. Just because something that comes out of my mouth makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean that I'm disrespectful or I'm condescending, or that I think that I know more than you. How is a person that actually knows more than you condescending for telling you that they know more than you? When they do, it makes no sense. Now, the word condescending is something that two doctors in the same field, two doctors who have the same PhD in the same field of research science, right, or whatever, like two brain surgeons that have done the same amount of brain surgeries, that have the same level of education, that both know the same level of information, and then one is talking to the other one like he's stupid, but they have the same degrees. That is a person being condescending. But somebody who actually knows more than you telling you that you're wrong is not being arrogant. It's not being condescending. It's them hitting the nerve. It's them maybe triggering you. But my intention is never to be disrespectful or condescending. My intention is to give women that I identify with, that I align with, information that I feel they don't have access to, or that we have not had access to. And if at any time and at any point you're watching one of my videos and you feel that I'm being disrespectful or I'm raising my voice at you. Like, that is not my intention, okay? Like, my dad was one of 12. I wasn't raised with his family, but it was a lot of them. And my mom is one of 6, and we are so freaking loud. Like, oh my God, we're so loud. Like, through the house, me and my husband, I'll be like telling him something funny. He'd be like, babe, you loud. I'll be like, oh shoot, my bad. Like, I am loud. Like, I'm quiet now because I'm homeschooling my kids and my kids in school. I am loud. But I'm not upset. I'm not angry. Why would I be angry about you doing stupid stuff to your hair? I know that was rude, but like, it doesn't make sense. Why would I be upset about you doing something stupid to your hair? It makes no sense. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. It is not my intention to be condescending, but the feeling that you get when your intention is just to share and you're not a soft woman. I am not a soft woman. And I'm not saying that there's a difference, like a soft woman or a hard woman. One is best. So get off that. Get off that. I'm Miss Soft Day. Oh, say something sweet. That's not me. Yes, ma'am. I cook, I clean. Why? Because I like a clean house and I like food. But I'm not a soft woman. That's not who I am. And this is the thing. And I'm sorry if this makes somebody feel away or if this is a trigger warning. Like, that's why sometimes you'll see people and it's like, it'll look like they super happy and it look like they okay and they just thriving. And then one day you see that they've unalived themselves. That's because most people, especially people that you see on social media, are not being their true selves because they can't. Because when they're their true selves, people are like, oh, I don't like this. You make me feel like this, or I don't like this about you. So they change themselves to become forms of themselves that are more acceptable to people. And they end up spiraling out of control in life because they don't know who they are anymore, because they're no longer being themselves. They're only being the person that they think social media wants to see. They're being the person that gets clicks. And do you know how much torture you have in your mind when you know that all you want to do is create content being yourself, but if you are your real and total self, people won't like you? Do you know how far you would have to go to keep being this other person? It's going to be unnatural. It's going to be the type of reality that you're always trying to escape because you're not being yourself. And then people comment like, oh my God, I love your personality, you're so sweet. But it's like, this is not even who I am. You don't even like me. If y'all really knew who I was, you wouldn't like me. That's where people be in their head. And let me tell you something. I've been in like social media, making money online and all of that is new to a lot of people, but it is not new to me at all. Like, Instagram came out years and years and years ago, and I have had to be on this social media chase since then, because first it was Facebook, then it was Instagram, then it was Snapchat, then it was like, oh, no more Snapchat, back to Instagram. Just this flipper flop. Like, I'm not doing it. So if being myself is something that makes you feel like I'm arrogant or I think I'm better than, that's not my personality. That's not my intent. I don't think I'm better than you, and I don't mean it like, of course I think of y'all. Of course I hope everybody is happy and thriving and peaceful with their edges growing back and all of that. But for somebody to think they better than you, they have to be thinking about you. They have to know you personally. Like, you're watching me, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I can't see you. You can see me, but I can't see you. I can't see you seeing me. So I'm not thinking that I'm better than you. I don't know you. I have no idea who's going to watch this video. 2 people can see it. 2,000 people can see it. I don't know. But I'm not thinking I'm better than anybody. When I start filming, it's because I get inspiration, I have a dream, or it's a certain thought on my mind, or I see a certain article or something, and I'm just trying to share. I'm naturally loud. I remember I would have friends come over to the house when my mom and them was downstairs talking and stuff, and they would be like, "Is everything okay? Are they fighting?" And I'd be like, "Huh? What? Oh my God, are they fighting?" And I would be like, "Oh no, like they laugh and listen. And they would literally have to be quiet. They'd be like, "Ah, you stupid as hell, ah." Like, that's where I'm loud, bro, and I'm one of the quiet ones. My auntie, with my hair looking crazy. My auntie favorite thing, she'd be like, "Oh, excuse me." Like, that's what? Like, girl, ain't nobody mad. That's the thing. Like, nobody's mad. Everybody grows hair, bro. Your cat grows hair, bro. Your dog grows hair, bro. Like, but it's so hard because we can't detach from the emotion or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. We can't detach from it. So we automatically attach whatever that trauma is to whatever other woman. Oh, she thinks she better. No, I don't. I think that I've been studying the science of the human body since I was 23. And I know that you probably haven't. So I'm explaining it to you. That's it. And you could either take it or leave it. Sometimes when I'm talking, my neck may start twisting. Like, it's not because I'm mad, girl. That's how I be talking. Like, I'm very animated. This is how I'm is now. Like, get your life together, man. And the reason I'm making this video is because I just want to get it out. I don't even know if I'm gonna post it because I look crazy. I didn't put no makeup on, nothing. I just did a little clip. But it's like I wanted to make the video because I don't want to get to a place where I'm feeling like, you know what, I'm done with this altogether. Because that's why I have my private platform. Let's drink some water. That's why I have my private platform, because on my private platform, nobody's in there like, you condescending, you think you better than us, you think you know more than us. Nobody's saying that in there because they paying every month, so they know I know more than them, because they wouldn't be paying the membership every month if they knew more than me. It's like, bro, we just need to, and once again, this is just my opinion. This is just a little brain dump real quick. Y'all know I do little brain dumps every once in a while when I'm getting other content done. But I don't want to feel like I don't want to create anymore. Like free, like on YouTube. I'm always going to be teaching. Like Guru VIP, you always getting this work from me. Like always. Guru Elite, Guru 101. I'm taking down live videos right now off of YouTube and putting them on Guru Elite at this very second. Like, y'all always gonna get this work from me forever. But days like this, it makes me rethink if whether or not it's worth it, because it's just like you when your intentions are pure 100% and like they're twisted and warped into somebody else's perception of what you say, is freaking crazy. And the boldness that some women have to just come right out and say it. And on top of that, we are all expecting each other not to feel the negativity that we put out. So women will sit there and spill like, oh, you stupid, or this, or you condescend, or you think you better, and all of this. But then, oh, don't say anything, don't respond, don't feel. Why do you care? So it's like, so me telling you that you need to stop doing something, me telling you that you should stop doing something because it's damaging you, is disrespectful, arrogant, and condescending. But you calling me stupid and out of my name, it's just crazy. And like I said, it's a struggle right now. even in my mind right now to even post it, because it's just like, you can't show emotion, you can't say that you care, you can't. But it's like, I don't know. It's one of those days. So I mean, as you guys can see, it's like, it's something that you be like in and out of, you know, in your emotions. But I wanted to come and share it with you, because when I'm not talking is when you're worried, and I was about to stop, like, altogether, like in this way, in this manner. But it's just like, the good does outweigh the bad, and it is hard to explain why the bad is so hard to overcome, why the bad sometimes overshadows the good so much when the bad is so minute. It's very, I don't know why it does.
Trust that exactly where you are is where you're meant to be. So keep your chin up so your crown doesn't fall. Remember, you're royalty.